Okay, so now you've had a brief look at answering a word choice question. You've had a go at a few questions. I want you to pause for a moment now, and I want you to flip your thinking a little bit. I want you to imagine you're a teacher, and I want you to imagine it's sort of May, June time, because that's when the teachers mark the National 5 papers. You do the exam in May, the close reading exam is done, and then the teachers all who mark the papers get into a big meeting, and we mark them at home in our own houses on our computers because we get scans of them. So each year when I mark the National 5, I mark at least 200 candidates' work, so 200 students' close readings, and I get to see an awful lot of answers. And I want you to take you into my mind as a marker to see what it is that I'm looking for. And I think this will help you to write your answers in the best way to get full marks. So these are the questions that you did, that we did together. You had the extra 5 as well to practice with. This is the answer. So imagine now, the close reading assessment is done. I'm in my house. I've been sent the candidate's work, and I'm now going to mark it. Most word choice questions are 2 marks. Okay, so if this is a 2-mark question, we need to look at the following. Where will the marks be? Well, the first mark is always for finding the right word in the passage. Now, it was easy enough for these questions because I gave you the word, but in the National 5 assessment you won't be given the word. But let's pretend we're doing the assessment properly here. So you get 1 mark there for just quoting the right word, proving that you found the word. The second mark comes from this, what comes after this suggests, what you've suggested. So I'm looking at this saying, suggested the person was drinking quickly. Yeah, that might be worth the second mark. Swallowing big mouthfuls, it's more like the definition. And they were at risk of spilling the drink too. I like that. That combined with quickly is definitely worth the second mark. And that answer there would get a full 2 marks. Moving on to the next question, I would straight away, I'm looking for, have they selected the right word? And they have, in this case, trudged. And then I'm looking at the answers, and I'm only looking for 1. Suggest perhaps that the teacher is depressed. As long as I see 1 right answer, I can give the second mark. I don't even have to read all of it. What I'm scanning for as quickly as I can I see the right answer? As a marker, I want to give you the marks. I really, really do. It's quicker for me to mark it that way. If I can give you the marks, if you've written the right answer, it's much quicker than someone who hasn't written the right answer and I'm searching and searching and searching, hoping to find one. So this one again gets 2 marks. Same again, in a 2-mark question, you straight away, the markers think, great, they've written down the right word and they've used the quotation marks. So important that you quote the word correctly. And then I'm just looking at the suggestions. This one has 3 or 4 great suggestions. I like the idea of marching link to angry, so that gets the second mark, and another 2-mark question. I think you get the idea by now. It can get very fast marking these word choice questions as a teacher because they're usually quite straightforward. The first mark is easy. If you've written in the right word, I give it to you straight away. The second one I have to read a bit more carefully and I'm looking for the right answers. So hobbling, suggesting pain, that's great. I like that. 2 marks. Okay, and on the last question, again, tumbled very quickly. I give you 1 mark because you've quoted. Really important again that we use the quotation marks. And then I'm looking at what comes after the word suggest. So the boy's fall was a shock. Yeah, I like that. Suggested he might have hurt himself, hitting off the branches. Yeah, definitely. I'm giving that the second mark there. And again, a full 2 marks. So that was just a short video to put you into the mind of the marker to see what I'm looking to do to give you the marks. So make the marker's job as easy as possible. You do that by using your quotation marks so it's clear which word you're talking about, by using the word suggests so that I know where to look for the second part of your answer. And that's it for that video. And you can now start trying to incorporate some of those ideas into your own answers. I'll see you in the next video.